Test 1 2, test 1 2.
Test 1 2. Hey everybody. Gotta turn this down a little bit. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Let me come over here and link what we got going on into our Discord channel. If you are new here and you have never been a part of our Discord community, feel free to, there's a link right down below where you can join the Discord community. Love to have you there. Come over here in the self-promotion channel. Hope everyone's had a great week so far. It's been a busy day for me today. Super busy day today. All right, let me, Mandy, if you're on the stream, yeah, I just saw that, Mandy. Let me. So you've got all the ones that are already listed. Which one do you still need? Was it the Litten that you still needed? This one? I think that's the one you said you needed. If so, I can list it real quick and put it a reserve on the shop so you can snag it. Excuse me for clearing my throat there. Let me go see. I think you just sent me another DM maybe. Okay, cool. The Litten. Okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah, let me list that super quick. All right, let me, here, we can turn the browser on and we can show everyone how the sausage is made back here. Sorry, I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to show my stuff here. And I'm about to see a name. Yeah, someone has placed an order since I listed those. Someone named Crystal Colep. Hello, Crystal. And yes, she did buy the Litten. So yeah, I'll list that one real quick. Let me do that. And again, I'll put it as a reserve on. See, this is 44, right? Yep. I'll put it as a reserve on my pro seller site. So yeah, it did. They looks like she bought, whoever that person was, bought. Here, I'll lower the price even a little bit more on the pro seller site. And do 1 and reserve quantity for the pro seller site 1. All right. Oh, I'm not even showing everybody how I'm doing it. So yeah, so this is the Litten here. And I dropped the price a little bit lower even on my site. When you do reserve quantity, that reserves it for your pro seller site. So that's the only place that you'll see it. So Mandy, you have my pro seller site pulled up, I'm assuming. So I'm gonna hit save. And it'll probably take about a minute or two to update. So yeah, once you get it, check out and I'll get those in the mail to you in the morning. It's been a fun day. Like it's so funny. Last night yeah, thank you, Mandy. Thank you for the order. Tell me when you've completed it and I'll just make sure that everything looks good on my end. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in the bin here, and then I'm gonna probably list the other ones once you complete your order. And just update my quantities on a couple of them and then update the other lists. Let's see here. See where the other Litten is. There it is. Okay, cool. Because the ones that I have listed, I always have over here in my case. The ones that I don't, I have on my desk. And if I get those confused, it will be sadness. Yeah, what I typically do when I'm listing something first, I do still have the pro seller site mass price tool running where every morning at like 4 in the morning, it goes out and pulls market prices of all the cards on my pro seller site and then goes 5% under market. But the challenging part with that is when I first list cards, I don't typically list at market price. And so typically what's on my pro seller site is 5% less than what I listed it for, not market, until that tool runs. And so it's an interesting little conundrum there. But yeah, once I confirm, Mandy, that your order came through, I've got these five little guys here to list. Got Pope Leo. It kind of sounds like Pope Leo, which he's all in the news right now, right? Isn't that the Pope's name right now, Leo? Turtwig. Chimchar. I think I already have 2 Chimchars on there, unless one got picked up. Piplup and Rowlett. So yeah, today I picked up 2 sets of 6 of the non-desirable starters, even though this Piplup I think is a $15 card right now. So, but yeah, it was fun. So I last night I had a couple of orders to pack, and I really wanted to sleep in this morning because it's like a 4-day vacation for me starting today, and because I took the weekend off from my job when I typically work the weekends. And so I was like, man, I want to sleep in and not have to worry about getting up and getting orders in the mail before the mailman came. And so I did my orders late last night. I'll just look to see in the order screen if it pops up. Let me see the screenshot you sent me. It's doing this weird thing where it shows it, but like the screenshot I sent you, it says out of 0. That's weird. I'll keep looking here. I mean, we'll figure it out. Oh, out of 0, like there's none listed. Let me pull up my pro site here real quick. Go over here to the browser, shop now. Is this English? Yeah, this is English. Yeah, just so Lytton. Yeah, $7.99. That's the price I just listed it at. So that's got to be it. Add to cart, 1 of 1. So it looks like it's ready to purchase if you haven't already snagged it. Piplup, Turtwig. Oh yeah, let me see Chimchar. Am I still showing 2? Yeah, there's 2 of those. I'm about to list a 3rd one of the little fire monkey guy there. Yep, they're all on there. Piplup, Turtwig, Lytton, Chimchar. Oh yeah, I've got to list the other ones that are here on my desk, obviously. Yeah, I need somebody to pick up that Clefairy. Yeah, but it was added because it shows 64 cards and you had 63. Oh, okay. Oh, you're saying that number up there? Let me look into it. Wish I had control of some of the back end stuff, but I just do not. So Mandy, did you already check out and it's giving you some kind of error message? Because I don't see a pending order even. Of course, I don't know how quickly. I typically am not like sitting here online like the second that somebody places an order. So yeah, just let me know. We'll figure it out. If I need to take it down until we feel more comfortable. Yeah, even if we need to do 2 separate orders, they're both going to be high enough where you'll get free shipping on both of them. So no worries there. But anyway, so I mailed 2 orders last night, so I don't know how many orders it was last night. So I wouldn't have to get up early today. And then as I was waking up around 7:30, I was going to roll over and go back to sleep. But one of my best sellers that sells to me all the time reached out and had this little collection, 33 cards. It's like a $265 little lot that he said he would sell me for $185, which is right at 70%. And I said, yeah, man, I'm off today. When do you want to meet? And he wanted to meet at like 12:15. And so I'd planned on going to the driving range to hit some golf balls. I haven't done that in years because it's a beautiful day here. I think, what is it? It's 72 degrees right now outside, so very spring-like day. And I'm just trying to add the Litten to my cart so that I can check out. Oh, okay. And it's saying out of 0? 1 out of 0 or 0 out of 1? Are you in my pro seller site or are you out in the marketplace? Here, let me make sure. I mean, I'm assuming you're on my pro seller site. Here's the link if that makes it any easier. Let's see here. Well, I wonder if you did this, Mandy, if you logged out of your instance, like log out of TCG Player, close your browser, open your browser, log back in, if that would reset it, because it's certainly, on my side, it's showing everything fine. But on your side, it's only showing 63, because I mean, I don't have any special inventory piece that I get to see. I mean, I'm just on the internet like you are, so it should. Let me hit refresh. Yeah, it still shows 64. Yeah, 1 of 1 right there, $7.99 near mint. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. Attack 1. Related products. There you go. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't know it did related products like that. Let me go look at the Piplup version. Related products. Oh, look at that. Chimchar, Turtwig. Super cute. I didn't know I did that. Litten. Shows Turtwig, Piplup. Why does it show that's... I mean, it's related, but it's not the same set. That's interesting. Yeah, try what I said, Mandy, and see if that works. Sorry for the challenge there. I mean, I know it didn't get purchased yet, so. Yeah, let me know what you figure out there. I would assume like hitting refresh or logging out and logging back in, but I wonder if I can find a way to... Does this take you directly to that card? See if that helps. Open link in new tab. Yeah, that takes you directly to it if that's helpful. And then something else that may or may not be active on the site. I set it up this afternoon. This last week I celebrated becoming a YouTube partner, which doesn't mean I'm monetized yet, but it gives me some monetization activities that can be done. Oh, I hope not. If so, I have additional copies of those. Let me look. I have additional copies of those, Mandy, so don't fret, my friend. I'm not showing that they've been purchased yet. I don't think somebody would have a priority in their cart over... I don't know how the whole cart system works. Let me do this. If I go to my inventory... Let me go and look. My inventory search. Poplio and Tepig? Was Tepig one of those? Oh, Turtwig. Turtwig. Let me take a look to see if I still have any in my inventory here. Yeah, maybe the Poplio did get purchased, but I have another one here. Oh, Rowlett. Yeah, I'm not showing Poplio in my inventory anymore. Turtwig. I am showing one Turtwig. But I don't see the Poplio anymore. And then... what was the other one? Rowlett. Yeah, it looks like the Rowlett may have been purchased as well. So yeah, what I can do is I can list. What I'll do is I'll list all 5 of these right now, and reserve them. Oh wait, no, you don't need all of them. Which ones do you need? You need Rowlett and which one? Rowlett and Turtwig? I need to go on here and do the reserve on the ones that you still need. Well, Piplup I have 2. Rowlett and Poplio you need. Okay. What I'll go do is... Alright, so Rowlett... Rowlett... Did I spell that right? I did not. Rowlett 43. And I will do 1 reserve, 1 total quantity. Save. Oh, no, it's okay. That's okay, Mandy. It's all good. And Poplio. Rowlett and Poplio. Okay, I'll put a Poplio up there and do a reserve. Poplio 45. Quantity 1, reserve 1, save. Okay. And let me hit refresh on my site here. Shop now. Okay, so there's a Rowlett showing 1 of 1. And Poplio showing 1 of 1. So you should be able to log out, log back in, add them, and check out. Hey, what's up, Michael? Good to see you, man. Trying to troubleshoot for our friend Mandy here. She's picking up some stuff from the Pro Seller site. And I was having trouble. How have you been? What have you been up to this week? Yeah, I priced these all over market out on the marketplace. So Poplio. But yeah, I got. I don't know if you saw what I posted earlier, Michael. In what is this? Let's see here. My dad just sent me some random text. All right, sweet Mandy, got them all. But yeah, I got this pickup today. Is there an easier way to see that? What it's not. Anyway, it was a great pickup there. Got two sets of those cards. Yeah, work is busy, cards relax me. Yeah, man, this is my favorite place to be, right down here at my computer. Got my lo-fi music playing, living the dream. This is like so much fun down here. So much fun. Oh, I will for sure. No, I haven't had any orders from Cranberry Township since the last ones I posted in Discord. Yeah, that is an interesting interesting situation going there. Yeah, Mandy, it's interesting. like if somebody bought those other cards, your order has already come through. Your art order has already come through, and I wonder if there was a lag when you added them to your cart and when the order came through from this other person that ordered just before you, because the 2 cards that you needed are in that person's order. So I don't know, maybe that was what the issue was. It's like when you initially added them to cart, the order might have still been pending, and now it's not. But no, for sure, I'll get you the ones that are the best centered. And oh, this person lives in Wisconsin. That's going to be a quick order shipment for sure. Yeah, now it's showing I only have 62 cards in my shop, but I need to add. I've got another Piplup, Chimchar, and Turtwig I need to do real quick. Yeah, I mean this seller that I have, I'm gonna butcher his name, Pheng. I need to ask him how to pronounce it. We just like don't say each other's names that often. Of course, my name's Alan. It's really bad of me. I've bought cards from him probably 20 times, but he does a fantastic job of when I say, hey, I'm looking for cards that are $1 or more, or $5 or more, or $20 or more right now, of giving me just a really beautiful curated selection. And like today's was really, really good. Like all those high dollar cards that are on my shop right now all came from him today. So like the Clefairy, the Ethan's Typhlosion, the Mega Frostlass, multiple copies of Piplup, 2 copies of Meowth EX, the Dedenne, I sold another copy of that. Yeah, Mega Clefable was from him. I got a couple copies of Chimchar, Mega Charizard Y, the Mega Charizard X down here, the Doublade, Mega Lopunny, I think there's multiple copies. Mega Heracross, there he had 2 copies, I think. Mega Mawile, Spiritomb, Mega Abomasnow, Drapion, Mega Camerupt, Mega Kangaskhan. That was the smallest card he gave me, was the 75-cent card. Yeah, all those top cards in my shop right now came from him, and I still, guys, I showed you this last week. I still have this in my inventory. That's probably $300 worth of cards right there that I just need to list. But I've just been so busy, and then when I got these cards today, I was like, I want to list these ASAP because I want to get the money back in the bank and turn that profit, turn and burn. Let's see here. Have you received your... Oh, Cranberry, got that. I'm glad you sold them fast. Me too. Michael says, have you ventured much out of the Pokemon space into other TCGs? You know, I haven't. Oh, yeah, I still have my... That's a great reminder, Michael. I still have my friend from work that offered me some Magic cards, and I just realized I have not reached back out to him. I have a single One Piece card on my shop. It's worth like 20 cents. I think that was my floor on it. And then where did I put my... Oh, I have this card that I absolutely love. It's probably worth $4 or $5. But the artwork on it and you can see the texture on it, the kind of swirling motion like he swung the sword around his back. It's just fantastic. And so I've kept that one because I just like it. I just like it, not dislike it. It kind of sounded like I said that. So that's One Piece, obviously. And so I've hung on to that one. But I went to my one of my local game shops. There's so many game shops here in the area, which is fantastic. But when I met my friend today to pick up these cards, those top cards listed on my site, it's right next to, if you go back several videos, gosh, probably a dozen or more, maybe even 20. I have 100 videos up on my website. This will be the 101st piece of content today, which I'm really excited about. That's certainly a milestone. You know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't done this. Level up alert. We haven't done that in forever, but yeah, we hit 800 subscribers on the channel this week, and I became a YouTube partner this week. Yeah, so on the live stream here, I think I have like super chats and super fans and chats, super thanks and super stickers or something turned on. I don't know. Do you guys see any buttons down there? I have a completely different screen on my side, and I'm not trying to like get you to click or donate anything, but do you see anything down here below that like has a super chat or a thing on it, like a monetization thing down there? Oh yeah, I think I actually do. It's like a little dollar bill. Show your support for Flip House fines. What does that do? Oh, super stickers, super chat. Oh, I do see that down there in chat. I thought my menu was different. Get creative with animated GIFs. Make your message stand out. I don't know what any of that does. I'm not trying to pander to you to give money. It's just a brand new thing that I didn't know existed until I became a partner. Hold on, my son just sent me a Snapchat. He's at a concert downtown.
In a pretty exposed lot with a lot of cameras, so it's like 15 bucks, not that bad. Look at this.
He's going down to a concert downtown Minneapolis, St. Paul, by himself. So
yeah, I'm gonna be there on time. Surprised I thought I was gonna be late, but
Dad Hart has to watch this real quick.
I don't ever come down here and just walk in the city, especially not by myself. It's crazy, dude. The city goes on forever.
Gotta tell him I love him. Good kid. Love that kid. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'm not pandering to you to try to get you to donate or do the super chats or whatever. That's just part of that tier before you get monetized, where you can do some of that kind of stuff to make a little bit of money on your live streams and stuff like that. So it's interesting. They also have it where I can create like a YouTube storefront. The only challenge with that is YouTube takes 30%. So let's say that I was doing a stream and I was selling packs, for example. And I was doing the, a live stream, and you could buy a pack in my YouTube shop. If you bought the pack for $10, I only get 7 of it, and then I got to ship it to you. And so I'm actually losing money per pack, even if I got them at retail, even if you bought the packs at $10. And so I'm still going to use my pro seller site as the main place where I sell things if I do stuff like that. In fact, I was thinking about, ooh, Michael, I see your chat. One second, we'll get to that. Thanks for that, man. I was thinking about, like, I was able to score on the last Pokemon Center drop for Chaos Rising. I got 2 ETBs, 2 bundles, and a booster box. And so I thought maybe on a future live stream, I could sell packs and rip them, and then do kind of do a rip and ship, which I won't do often. I don't have enough packs sitting around, but might be a fun thing to do for the community. And I know at least I'd break even, but I'm not 100% sold on the idea yet. Maybe I'll try to sell the box and make a little bit of money to flip it. My plan is to get a retail version of that ETB of Chaos Rising and then sell the 2 Pokemon Center ones. Again, like I did for Perfect Order, which I think I got that. I think I got that done perfectly with the help from the community here. But yeah, Michael said, I pivoted to add Riftbound, Gundam, and now Magic. They have been easier to acquire than Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, certainly I am willing to pivot if the Pokemon market does, for some reason, dry up. But yeah, right now Pokemon is still quite plentiful. But when I said about a dozen videos, I don't know how many videos ago it was, Real Sports Cards was the place. I did like a little quick tour of their building. They were doing a live break stream there. I think the new Topps Chrome NFL cards came out last night, and I think the NFL draft starts today or something, and so there was like a big event that they had, and so they were doing like a live break of those boxes while I was there. It's pretty cool. You could kind of see through the glass and see the setup. He had a bunch of he had like the Elgato Stream Deck Lite and the giant Elgato Stream Deck. Mine has like 15 buttons on it, and theirs had like, let's see, like here's mine over here. Oh gosh, I'm showing all the dirty stuff over here. My clutter here. I gotta make it look like I know what I'm doing over here. There, that's a little bit more tenable. But yeah, mine has 15 buttons on it. The one that they had there, their Stream Deck had like, I don't know, 30 buttons on it. And he had the Elgato camera in front of him. He had the Elgato light bar thing over here, not the knockoff brand that I have, and so certainly it was impressive. But I need to list these 3 cards real quick. Let me do that while we're sitting here on stream. No, but the Gundam. Tell me more about Michael. Tell me more about Gundam, because I love Gundam. In fact, gosh, I don't know if I still have them in here or not. I got into during the pandemic. Yeah, it's buried in my bottom drawer down here. During the pandemic, I got into doing Gundam sets. And it was a fun little hobby I could do here at my desk. I could turn on a video or something and watch Netflix, and I would build them. But I was just building I don't even remember the scale names anymore. The smaller scale ones, the ones that, you know, are like, I don't know, 6 inches tall. It's a ton of fun, but I love the cards. I really, really do. All right, let's go over here. I'm gonna put in some more inventory real quick. I got 3 cards to upload. Got 158 cards listed now, a couple orders. Hey, Superior, what's going on, man? Just talking about, I had a good pickup today, so I've got some fun cards over here in the shop. One of my normal sellers, but I had 2 full sets of the first partners that I did. So yeah, tell like what Michael, when you look at the price range of like Pokemon cards, and you got, you know, $1,200 card, you got your 50-cent card, like what does that range look like for Gundam? And do you live in like a larger city where Gundam's easier to acquire, or do you think it's just more readily available? I don't know. I love the idea of getting into Gundam. I just don't know how well, but you're saying they are selling well for you though. All right, literally, I just sold this for this amount, so I'm going to list it again. If it sold once at that amount, it will sell again. Piplup 42. Got 1 copy, let's make it 2 copies. And Chimchar. See, let me make sure these quantities are correct here real quick. My inventory, hit search, alphabetize them. Okay, it says I should have 2 Chimchar, but if I remember correctly, Mandy, you bought 1 of them. So I should have 3 in my box here. And I do, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that quantity of 2 that I currently have is correct. Piplup. Sorry if this makes you sick scrolling like this. I know if my wife is watching. Michael says, I've joined a few Facebook groups that have worked well for sourcing a few local pickups as well. I'm actually driving a few hours on Saturday to pick up a $2,300 lot. Oh, of Gundam, or just a lot of like random TCGs? Let's see, Piplup 42, it shows I have 2 in my inventory. Again, I think that's one that you bought, Mandy, so I should actually have 3. 1, 2, and 3. Let me make sure that other person, I don't want to dox anybody, make sure that other person didn't also buy a Piplup or a Chimchar. As I'm doing my, last thing I want to do is have to message somebody to let them know that I don't have the card that they ordered. Gundam, wow, $2,300 lot. You live in an area of around 500,000 people. That's not too shabby, man. That's awesome. Okay, Poplio, Rowlett, and Lytton. Okay. Oh, got a cough. I'm glad I have that mute button on my Stream Deck. Let me do one more thing here, guys. I'm getting paranoid. I hate to message buyers that I made a mistake, so I do not want to do that. So humor me for a moment, if you will. All right, and then Turtwig. Let's see, Mandy, you bought a Turtwig, but this other buyer did not. So when I scroll down here, Turtwig 40, it shows I have 1 in stock, and since you bought 1, I should actually have 2 in stock. Math, everybody, math. All right, there's 1 Turtwig and 2 Turtwigs, so that is correct. Okay. All right, we're groovy, we're groovy. Let me hit refresh here. Yeah, that Ethan's Typhlosion I really, really like. Gosh, there's another card I picked up today, and it's a $9 card, but I just love it so much, and I kept it. I put it into my personal collection. And hey guys, again, I'm not pandering to you guys at all, but I think there's a new in the chat down at the bottom where you can type. There's like a little $sign down there, and it's for super stickers and super chats. It's a brand new thing. Again, not pandering, not asking you to do any of that stuff, but I'm just wanting some acknowledgement that you are seeing that on your side as well, because I'm in kind of the creator studio side right now, and so I'm not, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you guys are seeing it, because I had to like verify my identity and fill out a W-9 and all kinds of fun stuff today for that. So let's see here. I picked up this card today from my friendly local game shop with my own money. This is not part of the business, but you know what I found out today, guys? Let me drop some knowledge on you. I did not know this. Un momento, por favor. So, I got this card today, penny. I paid like $4 for it at my local game shop. And I was like, hey, I've got a slab of the same character. Oh, you list your Mega Zygarde, huh? All right, well, tell me how it goes. Oh, you do see it. Okay, thank you, Michael. And then I had this card at home. And the reason I like it is because of all the technology around her. And this is Cassiopeia. And I'm like, wait, this is Penny and this is Cassiopeia. And I'm like, they're the same person, so what's the deal, right? So then I did a deep dive, and Mandy, you probably already know this, so you're going to school me all this. So Penny is the actual trainer. Cassiopeia is basically her screen name, her internet persona. And so apparently there is a large debate in the Pokemon community about, is this person good or is this person bad? Because apparently Penny bullies another trainer, was it Arwen or something like that? And in one of the video games or in the lore or something. And so Cassiopeia is like this like hacker or something, but Penny never offers that she is Cassiopeia, or Cassiopeia never. Anyway, I did not know that. I just thought I was picking up the exact same trainer, and then I got home and I was like, wait, they had different names, and I couldn't figure out why. And so that's what I found out. So now I'm a little bit torn now that I found out this double life that Penny and Cassiopeia are leading. Hey, what's up, Inept? So do I have that right? Does that sound right, that this is the same person? Penny is the actual person. Cassiopeia is her online persona. So like, I guess when her hood's up, she's... Okay, Mandy says, yes, I call her Penny, but I wouldn't say that she bullies Arvins. She's sarcastic. Yeah, that's what some people were saying on Reddit, is like, that she kind of has this like sarcastic, dry delivery of things. But where do you see, Mandy, when you say that, where do you see that? Is that in like the cartoon? Is that in a video game? But yeah, because apparently they were saying that she comes off as like, they think that Pokemon created her to kind of be this emo, e-girl, kind of like shy and timid, outcast kind of vibe for the kind of girls or guys out there that are kind of in that vein. But then when she's Cassiopeia, she's a little bit more like aggressive somehow. Yeah, Mandy, you're the one that told me that Grusha was a guy and transgender or whatever, and like I had no idea. I still have. I mean, I still love that card. I actually have it. Yeah, have it right here actually. So it's a fantastic card. I just like the winter scene there. But anyway, yeah, I didn't know that about Cassiopeia. Yeah, I had no idea that it was such a controversial. Let's go to cam 2 here, camera 2. So let's see. This is the card I picked up today, and I added it to my personal collection because I absolutely love it. What is this? What Pokemon is this down here? What Pokemon is that? But I just like, I mean, one of the, I'll tell you why here also, why I kept it. I had this card, which I would assume is a similar like Tree of Life kind of vibe to it. I had this card in the back of my phone case for like 6 months when I first started selling. I just love the way that the pink and the blue played with the light, and I have a clear phone case, and so I kind of had it kind of on the back of my phone case right here, not in the top loader, just not even in the penny sleeve. And this card's not worth much, but this card had the same vibe to it, and I just love it. Absolutely love it. But it's worth $9, and so this is where being a bad collector, ever since I've gotten this binder, I've hung on to cards more often, and I don't like that. I don't like it. So I'm debating whether I should sell this or not, or stick to my rule where if I keep a card, I sell a card. I don't know. I'm just kind of torn about it. Like this card, I don't know what the value of this card is right now. I love it because of the technology aspect of it. Anything that kind of has technology in it, I kind of dig. That or kind of like sea creatures. But you know, there's a card that's on my, it's not a grail necessarily. Let me see, Pokemon. I'll show you the card that I'm going to pick up eventually. Because it has technology and a sea creature in it. This one right here. This card. This is going to be my card someday. Absolutely love this card because it's the combination of all the technology around the edge here. This guy kind of resembles me, but he has hair. I'm kind of jealous. And but it's underwater, so you kind of see the coral reef, and you have the kind of like manatee slash, not manatee, like a stingray, manta ray kind of vibe going on there. I just dig it. I like how everything's dimly lit. He's got his coffee or his tea. You got all these sketches. I love to sketch things. This just has Alan written all over it. Oh, it's a scatterbug. That's what that little guy is. That's cool. Scatterbug. Yeah, I'm telling you, Superior, yeah, it's a fine line between selling cards and keeping them in your PC. I agree. I do like this top load binder though. I really enjoy the weight of it. And so like, this card, the Parasol Lady, reminds me of my wife. It's a pretty expensive card. This one, my son, Dwebble, my favorite Pokemon, my son gave me that for my birthday this year when I turned 50. When I hit 1,000 sales on TCG Player, my wife bought this from me for me. So bought it from my business to give to me to celebrate. It was about a $10 card, but when we got married, our wedding china had Monet on it, and this kind of reminds me of a Monet like impressionistic painting, and so it just really kind of spoke to me. So I kept that one. This Wooloo, it's only worth like $1 or so, but my wife encouraged me to keep that one just because it just brings me joy. The way that these two, I don't know, the sheep and the trainer here, I don't know what it's Hops Wooloo. How they're just kind of looking up, you know, having a day out on the hillside, looking up at the star or the sun, and just looks very tranquil. Just beautiful card, love it. Yeah, it's cards that kind of give me the feels. Thanks, Inept, I appreciate that. Yeah, so this one I bought reminds me of my wife. This one I grew up on the Gulf Coast of Texas. Dwebble, hermit crabs, I played with a lot of those as a kid. This one reminds me of my wedding china, and my wife bought it for me, so it's special. This one, my wife encouraged me to keep. This rock ruff, my son gave me. It's not worth much, but I'll never get rid of it. There's not a lot of cards that I feel like the old yellow border really does a good job with. But these 3 cards right here, the yellow border and these cards just vibe well together. So this Dedenne, the yellow border and that card artwork just really pops. It's really cool. This one is my favorite with the yellow border. Orangaroo. There's just so much fun stuff going on there. They're like on the beach. She's got a hammock set up outside of her like Volkswagen van. The vibes on this one are just like chill and just remind me of growing up on the beach. And this one I like, Flaffy, because she's kind of like got the gamer vibe with the headset on, but she's looking in a mirror. I don't know if you can tell that. She's here, and then she's looking in a mirror and you can see her reflection over there. I love that kind of, I don't know, just that kind of whimsy of, you know, what's going on, that you're looking in a mirror. Yeah, you can see the frame of the mirror down here at the bottom, that black frame right there. And so it's like, there's just some cards that, I don't know why I like what I like, but I like what I like, you know? And so the Snorlax here is one of the first ones I picked up when I first started getting into the hobby. I sold some baseball cards, and this was at that shop, and I bought that before I left. This Lugia with him coming up out of the water and just looking like a... Yeah, that Flaffy is so cute, man. Agreed, Mandy. Agreed. I just love this one. This kind of has a Godzilla kind of feel to it. Just this giant creature like flying up out of the water with a storm all around him. Just, gosh, what a great vibe. The Talonflame I talked about last week. I actually have another copy. I need to list this copy. But yeah, I got the Talonflame there. Love it. I picked this up in a collection right after I bought this one. This Eevee is just, I don't know, so much fun. She's just kind of taking a nap on the floor, and you got all these little toys and stuff around. And then I kind of have my trainer gallery. So I've got Norman here. I pulled this one myself from a Christmas pack, Christmas before last. Atticus, I just like Atticus here. Faulkner, I pulled this one myself. Barry is my dad's name. This is the penny I showed you guys earlier. Aroma Lady, that's just a whimsical card. MC's Hype, I like that one a lot. Professor Burnett is a fun one. I guess, do I have like lots of, I have male trainers too. Are there more female trainers in the Pokemon universe? Hey, what's up, Oren? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Dendra, Eerie, Grusha, Hilda. And then I get into like my Mega Charizard XEX, Mega Charizard YEX, the Nzekrom. I got like 7 copies of this from my guy last time. I like this turbo patch because it has like every energy that's ever been in the game all on one wheel. Just kind of represents the game as a whole. I dig that one. And then I showed you guys this page. Paldean Students, I just really like. That's a fun one. Rotom EX has the technology on it. And then I talked about the whole thing that started this conversation was the Forest of Vitality. And then back here I have my Japanese cards. Yeah, I just really like some of the artwork here. These were all given to me from a friend. Oh, did I click something? Yeah, something just popped up on my screen over here. Oh yeah, and then this is another card I picked up right after I sold some sports cards from that same shop. And then Ninetales here, Japanese Ninetales. Yeah, just some fun cards there. But I probably need to sell a few of these. It's hard though. It's hard when you really dig something to get rid of it. Yeah, I'm curious. I wonder if ChatGPT could tell me the ratio of female trainers in Pokemon to male trainers. Am I just only getting female trainers in my pickups, or is it geared more towards female? Oh geez, it's giving me a dissertation over here. From a community analysis and game data patterns, rough estimate across most mainline games is 60 to 70% male trainers, 30 to 40% female trainers. Early gym leaders skewed male. You might be mixing this up with Pokemon genders. No, I understand Pokemon genders. I do know that. Interesting. According to ChatGPT, there are more... Oh, wait a minute. It's talking about the video game, like what people are choosing to be as trainers, not like the card game. Okay, hold on. Let me clarify. I mean trainer cards from the card game. See if that helps. It says it's unofficial but well observed. Again, it goes back to that 60 to 70% male, 30 to 40% female. I don't know that I buy that. Oh, the more modern sets are more balanced, with a little slight lean towards female trainers. So I wonder if that's because I only really deal with modern. Maybe that's why I feel that way. Yeah, it says the modern era is closer to 60-40%. So yeah, Oren says that's probably including all of the random nameless trainers that you meet. That's likely the case. Like in the world when you're playing, yeah, that's likely the case. Or even like, yeah, when I was playing, was I playing Blue? Is that what I was playing? Yeah, when you're kind of like going through the forest and there's the trainers everywhere. Maybe that's what it means. So, ChatGPT's not flawless, I'll tell you that. Let's see here. All right. But yeah, I had a great pickup today. Oh, another order came through. Is that one of you guys? Nope. What'd they pick up? Oh, a 68-cent card. Exciting, guys. But at least I got the $1.31. What'd they pick up? A Japanese Garnacle. Oh, the shiny, baby shiny Garnacle. Okay. Garnacle? How do we say that? Like Barnacle? And yeah, again, pointing out down below, there's a new little button down there since I've been made a YouTube partner. And so there's like super stickers or super chats or something. Again, not pandering, just pointing out. I think Michael already confirmed that that button is down there. But I had to like scan in my ID and my face and stuff today to get all that set up. I don't know that that's going to be a big part of our community or that we're going to use that or you guys will use that very often, but it's a fun way to make a little extra money. But at the same time, there's another thing that's a lot less costly that you can do by like giving what's called gifts, and you can get like 100 gifts for 99 cents. So like each one's like a penny, and you can buy different stickers and stuff, and then I don't know, it's a little bit more cost effective, but apparently it could take up to 72 hours to get approved for that thing. So I don't know. I was learning about all that today. I need to do a video on that. But what's interesting, if I could take you guys behind the curtain here a little bit. It's been interesting to see. It's crazy, you know, when I created the video about stream equipment, I remember one of you said that was evergreen content. Evergreen being like, I guess, could be used at any time by anyone that was, you know, interested in streaming or whatever online. And I guess I inadvertently made a piece of content like that, which it makes sense to me why it's one of my most popular videos. But let me see if I don't want an AI channel performance summary. Thank you though. So watch time, and if I do it, let's see, if I do it lifetime of my channel. So here, let me show in my browser. What was you, the Garnacle? Garnacle? All right, so like this is my channel's gotten 34,786 views so far. But if I do watch time, you know, this shows me I had that like big bump right at the very beginning. That was when I did that one that's like sealed singles or slabs. That video went crazy. And then I had that other spike over here when I did the video that was called "Am I Too Old for This?" or "I'm Too Old for This," which it's crazy to me what videos have resonated with you guys with the channel. Yeah. Oh, evergreen content. Oh yeah, that was you, Inept. Yes, for sure. But when you look at the lifetime of the channel by watch time, no, I don't want views down here. I want watch time. I thought I could do that. Oh yeah, we're up to 801 subscribers, so that's pretty amazing. This is not what see, this is another thing that's interesting about creating content on YouTube is sometimes what's seen in the app is not what I see on the desktop version. Because on the app, this level 4 in 21 days, TCG player level 4 in 21 days, has like 400 hours of watch time. I don't understand why. Normally when I click on my app watch time here, it changes this stuff down here to watch time as well, but it's showing it by view. So single slabs or sealed, which is one of my early hits, that's that big spike over here on the left, was, yeah, has more views, but as far as you can see here the average view duration, 5 minutes and 48 seconds, whereas the one on level 4 in 21 days is 10 minutes and 32 seconds. Something else I'm learning is that if someone watches it on 2 times speed, I don't get it. Basically, it's the number of minutes that you're watching, like, and so if you're watching it twice the speed, then I only get half of the watch time, even if you watch the whole video. So they made the YouTube creator app to be missing features. Well, they did a fantastic job of it. They did a fantastic job of it because it, yeah. So it's interesting because like yeah. Let me see if I hit refresh here. Go to the hours here. Does it change it down here? No, it's still focused on views down here. Your top content in this period. Lifetime. Yeah. See, like even in the, 60 views in the same time period. Yeah, it's frustrating to me. It can't show you the same thing. Let me see if I go to content here. Does that change it up at all? Yeah, this can't be right. So lifetime subscribers, 687 views, published content. So yeah, 74 like pre-recorded videos, 26 live streams, viewers across formats, videos only watched. So it's interesting, all the different metrics and things. All right, our friend, oh, wow, almost 1 million impressions, coming up on 1 million impressions. That's pretty cool. All right, sorry if I bored you guys with details. I get in here sometimes behind the scenes on all this and just dive deep. So Cameron, hey, what's up, Pastor TCG? Watched your video today about the new listing tool you're using, man. Looks exciting. Need to go check that out. Cameron in our Discord is saying there's supposed to be a Walmart drop in like 2 minutes. So if that is the case, let's get excited, everybody. Oh, we've been just kind of looking through the collection. I picked up another collection today from one of your old guys that you used to buy from early on, Feng Yang. So I listed some good bangers here. I picked up 6 of the 9 first partners group there. And Mandy, did Cameron put the link over there in Discord? So yeah, we had some folks here buy some stuff. TJ, when you're doing your and I'm loving this Target drop, by the way, everybody. Let's see here, 9 Eastern. Yeah, let me put the link in chat just in case anybody wants to jump into the Walmart queue. You're using your pro seller site when people buy packs, when you're doing kind of the rip and ships on Sunday nights, right? Isn't that how you're doing it? Inept says, I never use the app unless a video randomly gets over 1,000 views. Yeah, Inept, are you doing primarily short form content, like in the vertical orientation? Is that kind of your I feel like most of the videos I've watched of yours, that's what I'm seeing. All right, link is in the chat here for Pokemon restock over at Walmart. If anybody wants to jump on that and let us know if you're successful in the chat. Yeah, TJ, I also, yeah, let me know. I'm sure you're using your, okay, yeah, pro seller site. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I just got my monetization, not monetized yet. I'm close. I have 801 subscribers and like 3,400 hours of watch time. So in the next couple months, hopefully we'll hit the metrics and get monetized. But I did become a YouTube partner this last week, TJ. And if you see down below in the chat, there's like the little dollar bill symbol now where people can do like super stickers or super chat. I've just pointed that out a few times. I'm not looking like for anybody necessarily to use it, but it's the first kind of step towards monetization that I've gotten. And so excited about that. But I tell you what's been cooking is my Shipping Shield affiliates. For those of you that buy Shipping Shields using my code, if you're watching this video and you made it this far in the live stream, where's my button for that? Shipping Shields. Yeah, if anybody uses this code for your first purchase, Fliphouse Finds 10 at shippingshieldus.com, or for your second purchase, Shipping Shield 7.5, or for your third purchase, Shipping Shield 5, say 5%. This has really been proven to be very productive for me as a kind of a little side revenue thing. So it's been a ton of fun. Yeah, we're getting there, man. Getting there. It's fun. It's crazy. I was talking just before you got here about the videos that have resonated with people and that have taken off and the ones that haven't. So it's crazy to me. Inept. Yeah, vertical and shorts due to time and energy devoted to editing. I make full-size vids when I can, though. I'm literally doing it now. Oh, that's cool, man. All right, Cameron's fired up over here on our Discord, putting links for all the Walmart stuff that's dropping right now. So if you guys get quiet, I understand. But yeah, I was able to do the last Pokemon Center drop. I was able to get 2 ETBs, 2 bundles, and a booster box. So hoping to maybe do a rip and ship or do something with those. If nothing else, I'll flip them sealed and make a little money for the business and keep trucking along. But it's been fun. Mandy, did you ever answer me with the whole Penny Cassiopeia alter ego trainer situation? Is that from like the cartoon series, or was that like inside of a video game that there were those interactions where she kind of was rude or sarcastic to Arwen? Yeah, I was just kind of funny. I stumbled across that today. All of these links, Cameron says in our Discord, are drops for perfect order, maybe? Oh, there's lots going on in our Discord. Cameron's always on it, man. He said he may skip the drop because he already has 7 perfect order ETBs. Okay, that's from the Scarlet and Violet games. Yeah, so I went to Real Sports Cards today, TJ, and picked up a penny card. I was over there. I was meeting Fang for to buy a little lot that he had put together for me today, and I picked up the penny card, and I was like, oh, I've got a graded penny card at home. And then when I got home and pulled out my slab, it wasn't Penny, it was Cassiopeia. And I was like, well, this is the same person. Like, are they, she just, one has the hoodie on and one doesn't. And then I did a deep dive in the Google machine and saw what what the tension was between one's like this, the username, like her screen name on the internet, and one is like actually her. So kind of crazy. Yeah, Inept, I totally get that, man. As have you seen in my videos, and Inept, I mean, thank all of you for being here, but dude, you've been really encouraging lately, man. I really appreciate you so much just for kind of cheering me on and, yeah, giving me an attaboy and reminding me, what I'm doing is important. So thank you for that. But no, like I've said in some of my previous videos, when I record my videos, my pre-recorded stuff, I like to do it all in one take. And like on my Elgato Stream Deck, I hit record, start talking, And then when I'm done talking, I hit the button, and then I'm ready to upload. Like I don't do any editing unless it requires it. And if I'm going to do any kind of, like in my last video when I talked about the 3 whys for me and my YouTube channel and my content, like I just created a Google Slides presentation and just actively presented it almost like I would if I was doing a Zoom call. And then when I was done, it was done. I didn't have to add that stuff after the fact. And so, yeah, it's been a ton of fun to kind of explore what does it look like to record as if I'm doing a live stream, and how that helps me take the editing time and really almost make it non-existent unless I'm doing something out and about with my phone. Then that does require some editing, but I can do most of that in iMovie on my phone. So I appreciate it. And Ep says, "You're welcome, brother. I've been watching Pastor a lot more too this week." Yeah, obviously TJ's got a lot of great content. Yeah, that video you did today, or I don't know when you did it, TJ, in the last couple of days, about the scanning app that you're using. It was like encouraging, but also like overwhelming. So I was like, oh man, that's a lot of details. But the fact that you were able to list, a bunch of cards while you were waiting on your oil change, that's pretty impressive too, because that is my least favorite thing to do, is to list cards. But like today, like I was so funny. Last night I wanted to sleep in today because I'm taking the next 4 days off. And I shipped out 2 orders last night. And when I was at the post office box, I live right here by the central office, TJ. And the corner store right here by the central office has a post office box. That's where I mail most of my stuff that doesn't require like a drop-off receipt. And so it was like 9:30 last night. And I told my wife, I said, I'm going to go drop these few orders in the mail so that tomorrow morning I can sleep in. And I go, and Bryce is there, musician Bryce. And I'm like it's 9:30, it's dark out. There are some lights there because that corner store shuts down at like 10 o'clock. And as I'm walking back to my car, I hear, "Alan!" And I turn around and it's Bryce. And so we had this great conversation in the parking lot for like 15 minutes about ministry and just life and being dads and that kind of stuff. And so we're going to get together and have coffee next week. But I came home, went to bed last night, woke up this morning, and then Fang texted me at like 7:30 this morning doing like, "Hey man, I've got these 33 cards. It's like a $265 lot. I'll sell it to you for $185. Can you meet today?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." And so I met him over at the Target over in Blaine, and went to Real Sports Cards. And then I lettered in golf in high school, and I haven't played golf in a long time. So I went to a driving range today and hit a bucket of balls, and then came home and conditioned the cards and listed all 33 of them. And so it's been a great day, great first day of vacation. I love what we get to do. Yeah, Bryce is super cool. But yeah, it was a good conversation, but it was just one of those random things, yeah, it was a God thing for sure to be able to chat with him for a few minutes. And then today, what a beautiful day today up here in Minnesota. It was like in the mid 70s, but to be able to go out and hit a bucket of balls and come home and just kind of chill this afternoon, list some cards. That's the thing I like about this particular hobby / side hustle is just how it does fit into my life. And if I have a busy season in life, you can take your shop offline for a little bit, and you can, take a break for a few days or a week or whatever. And then, you can throttle your busyness by your prices. And, if you don't want to ship out as many orders, you can impact that by the way that you price your cards by using the mass price tool and stuff like that at TCG Players. So TJ said, yeah, the Sort Swift software definitely would take some knowledge to make work, but if I can get it pumping, it could be awesome. Yeah, I agree. And I think for the scale that I'm doing stuff, I think the free tier that you talked about on that Sort Swift would certainly be all that I would need to do. But I am really trying to save and make smart decisions so that in the fall, if the Roca sifter is what it says it is and can do what it says it can do, that I can jump on that bandwagon, because I do feel like that would really elevate my listing game, to kind of offload the listing portion to that device and be able to really to do the things I enjoy more. And so that's what I'm hoping. You know, the other thing, TJ, this is not just a TJ, sorry. Just like I can call TJ, I have his number, but I'm talking to him. But one of the things, like Inept, even as you're creating content, one of the things that, TJ's telling me to check out Sword Swift with the free feature. I was watching a video today. There's this guy, I can't think of his name right now, but he's got like, he's in his mid-60s and he does YouTube content. And a lot of it's like just encouraging, super positive, you know, kind of a similar vibe to me, but he's just, you know, a little bit older, wisdom, has a great hair. He's got super long hair, super cool looking dude. But he was talking about like, I think one of the reasons, TJ, that you may be able to produce at least content more readily than I do is, I do have a good setup here where like my camera stays plugged in, my light stays where it is and some of that kind of stuff. But there is a little bit of setup and cleanup that goes on before I record a video or before I do a live stream. Like normally my wife has a bunch of stuff out on the desk back here, which is fine, but my camera is such good quality that sometimes you can read what's in her like day planner and stuff back here. And so like, these plants over here stay there all the time. I mean, they're just fake plants, and so they stay there. But the way that he has a spare bedroom in his house, the way he has it set up, and so like he just can just sit down, hit record, and just go anytime he wants to, you know, because of the way it's set up. And so while having my kids here at my home, you know, I'm not looking forward for my son to move out. I mean, he's 20, working at Costco full time, making some great decisions. He's at a concert tonight down in the cities, and super proud of him. Love the kid. And so I'm certainly not in a hurry for him to move out. But one day when he does, it will free up likely this basement bedroom that's right around the corner here. And I'll be able to do a more like permanent setup to where literally I can just like sit down and record not on a whim because the content's not going to be good, but just like, you know, be able to sit down and just like, you know, wax eloquently about things and not have to like, hey, make sure that the washing machine and the dryer aren't going. Hey, make sure the AC's turned off. Make sure, you know, or the heater or whatever. Make sure that, you know, the environment is just right, and that, you know, I would have my own space to do all that. So I'm looking forward to that day, but at the same time, not at the expense of my relationship with my kids, because I certainly love my kids. But yeah, I took off this weekend. My daughter has prom tomorrow night, and so it's going to be a lot of driving and dropping her off and picking her up, and she's going to a friend's house for a sleepover. And so I just took off the weekend, and yeah, it's going to be good. I'm trying to take more weekends off this year now that I have 6 weeks of vacation at my job. So when you hit the 10-year anniversary at our organization, you get 6 weeks of vacation. So yeah, this year I celebrated 10 years at my current job, and so having 6 weeks of vacation is fantastic. So, but it allows me also to do more stuff like this. Also, like I was thinking about recording a couple, like maybe get an extra video or two done over the next few days. So Oren says, what about building something like that in the backyard? This is a funny story, Oren. You just opened up Pandora's box a little bit. ADHD. Had it my whole life, didn't know it till about 2.5 years ago. Last summer before last, the summer before I got diagnosed with ADHD, I was going to turn our shed in the backyard into kind of a tiny house kind of vibe. Not a tiny house where you could like live in it. Like I wasn't going to put like a mulch toilet or a toilet or anything in it, or, you know, a vault. What is it called? A cell toilet, whatever they have in the RVs that has like a canister that you put in or whatever. Not like that, but I thought it would be fun to like, when I wanted just some quiet, to be alone, to read a book. You know, you could prop the front doors open, have a comfy chair in there, you know, have like a little, I even thought about putting a small potbelly stove in, like a wood fireplace in there and whatever. Yeah, I mean, it could be costly if I did like a more mid-century modern kind of vibe, or like one of those train intermodal containers, you know, the big But my dream is I would love, if I could convince my wife to do it, to live in a tiny house. I think everything about that is great to me. Certainly I would still want to have a setup where I could play my PC games and do stuff like this. Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about. I think the biggest challenge for where we live now, and I even like installed one of those plugs where I could run an extension cord out to the shed, and you plug in an extension cord to the outside. On the inside, there's like 2 or 3 plugs. And so I installed like an electric ceiling fan in the ceiling. So if I'm out there working for an extended period of time, I can just like run an extension cord to the side of the shed, and it powers up the plugs on the inside, and then the fan will start turning, and I can like plug in lights or chargers and stuff out there. The biggest challenge here in the Midwest, in particular here in Minnesota where we live, is the winters. The winters out there would be, and there's little critters that, I mean, we don't like have an infestation out there or anything, but certainly some springs when I open up the shed, you can see where there's been some activity in the shed over the winter, just trying, little animals trying to get out of the cold and that kind of thing. I think if I did because I even thought about getting rid of the shed at one point, because I would love to have one of the bigger kind of sheds, or something more like a mid-century modern kind of vibe to it, the rectangular intermodal container or whatever. That would be super, super cool. I would love to have something like that. But man, walking through the snow to get out there. I don't have a big yard, but we do have a corner lot, so it is a little bit of a walk to get back to the back of the property. Not property, I have like half an acre. It's not big by any stretch. But no, I would love that, to kind of have my own little studio. But I mean, we have a 3-bedroom house, and so my kids are getting older, so I'm at that stage of life where the next 5 years a lot's going to change about our home. My son will be 25, my daughter will be 20, and so oh yeah, with a mini split for sure. It would definitely have to have a mini split in it for sure. So, but no, that's definitely something. Well, we'll see. And we'll just see how, the content creation. I'm certainly enjoying the content creation a ton, and really enjoying the card selling, obviously, is what gives me the credibility to be able to come on here and give any kind of advice surrounding the Pokemon trading card or trading card sales in general. But yeah, Michael asked me earlier, I'm not sure, Michael, if you're still here, but yeah, if I would pivot into anything else, the Gundam card set, that whole vibe of like the anime giant robots, I dig it. I don't know, I guess it probably sells well on let me look on Facebook Marketplace right now. I'm not gonna like show my browser. I don't want to dox myself or anybody else. Let me see if there's any lots. If I go out to the marketplace, are there some Gundam TCG? Do your people, like where you guys live, do the thing where they list cards and they list it for $123,456, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you have to click in on it to see what they actually want for it. Yeah, like this person, has 20 cards in the picture. I hate this. I hate this so much. I'm not gonna so they show all their cards, and it says, I just started getting back into the 70s and 80s mech anime. Yeah, dude, it's so good, so good. I hate it when people do this. They list all these cards, or they don't list them. They just have a picture of the cards. I don't want to do it because it's got the person's name. Show you guys. Yeah, a random number or $1. Yep. And they've got all the cards listed. No description whatsoever. No description. It says selling 85% of TCG market. DM me if interested. Thanks. So then the picture's not quality enough for me to be able to even see what the name on the card is. So like, maybe somebody knows what he has here by looking at the cards. Yeah, I don't want to guess, show me. Okay, like this guy, he's got 2 cards listed. Oh, they're the SDCC 2025 Gundam Card Game Resource foil number 1 and number 2 promo, Bandai promo from SDCC 2025. And yeah, so he tells you why they're valuable and what he wants for them. That's all you need. That's all you gotta do. Why's it gotta be so difficult? But yeah, I don't even know how to begin to look some of these cards up. But these cards are just. And this one, he's got a picture of it in a one-touch case, but the one-touch case is scratched to heck. Hey, what's up, Seth? Can't stay, just saying hello. Thanks, buddy. Hey, Seth, I don't mind asking you. Hey, click down below where the chat is. You see that little dollar bill? Click on that and donate some money. I know your wife just got a new job, man. You got all kinds of money, man. Just give me some money. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. Oh, this is a really cool card. Asking $30 or best offer will trade for Gundam booster packs. Currently, a magnetic hard case, pulled sleeve right away near mint. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to list cards, I'm going to list, like if I have like 20 cards in an image, in the description I'm going to put the name of each card and how much I want for it. Night, Oren. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, it's not just Canada, Superior. It's not just Canada. It's also here in the U.S. It's quite infuriating. So to Michael's point earlier, it does look like there are quite a few Gundam card lots on Facebook Marketplace that I could currently pick up if I wanted to pivot or add that as an extra. But I will certainly say though, like if for some, like I'm enjoying the trading card selling hobby so much that if for some reason Pokemon were to dry up, I would find another trading card game to sell, to purchase and sell. I mean, I'm kind of addicted to what we got going on here now, folks, and I'm loving every minute of it. And so, like even today, just these are some of the cards I bought today that I listed today. Yeah, that Clefairy, I've already sold one copy of it. This is my second copy. I actually sold a copy of Ethan's Typhlosion last week and picked up another copy today. But I'm just loving it. I'm loving learning about the lore and the video games and the cartoons, and even what I found out today about Penny and Cassiopeia and what that, who they are and kind of how they relate to one another, because they are the same person, but one's kind of the screen name or the like online entity or whatever. It's fantastic. Yeah, and that's the thing, TJ. I agree. TJ said Pokemon drying up is better for the reseller. I think this kind of goes back to that philosophy of like, now, TJ, I know you said the other night, I think on my last live stream, you said you have like hundreds of thousands of cards you need to list. TJ said, I sold before things were crazy and it was so much easier to pick up collections. True, because I think that's kind of, you got your start just before things like took off, right? But you said you've got like, a couple 100,000 cards that you need to list, and that's one of the reasons you're looking at that sorting app as well. But I think like let's say the average price of cards went down to $1 a card. I mean, cards that were $30 are now worth $1. Cards that were worth $500 are now worth $200, whatever that is. I mean, if you're reselling through your inventory at a relatively good clip and you don't sit on inventory for too long, you're never going to get caught holding the back. Like you're never going to get caught and get in trouble financially because, excuse me, guys, I ate Mexican food tonight. Because if you're buying at 60 or 70% and you're selling at 100%, even if that 100% drops by 10%, you're still going to at least break even. At the minimum, you're going to break even, but you're just going to have a smaller margin of profit, but you're still going to have profit. And so like, as long as you're buying and selling at a reasonable pace, or you're sitting on the right inventory, like if you've got cards that are 15 and 20 years old, those prices aren't going to go crazy. It's the more modern, more recent sets that are going to be the ones that are going to be more volatile. And that's why, like today, when I bought these cards from our friend, like they're all like the last 2 or 3 sets. And so I knew that when I got home today from the driving range that I was going to sit down and I was going to list those cards, because I don't want to sit on those cards. But all these cards that I have over here that I need to condition and list, those cards are all several, like Scarlet and Violet era, mid Scarlet and Violet era cards. And so I'm not in as big a rush to list those. And so I'm trying to be wise about which ones I'm listing and how quickly. And so as long as you're, relatively agile in your business model, or if you've just been a collector for all these years and whatever money you make is going to be profit, or it's going to be a plus anyway, that's great too. I didn't start with any inventory, so I'm leaning a little bit more. Oh, the ones that you had to list are bulk cards, by the way. Okay, gotcha. They're not like a bunch of, they're ones you would list at 40 cents or more that you have left. Superior says, I agree. That's why I diversify the cards I sell: Pokemon, One Piece, Lorcana, and sports. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Superior says, not that I think Pokemon is going to dry up, just to keep a steady flow of sales regardless of what happens. Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Well, and certainly, certainly I need to reach back out to my friend that offered me some Magic the Gathering cards. That would be kind of fun to tiptoe into and kind of explore that a little bit. When I was over at the sports card shop today, it's primarily a sports card shop. They have a decent selection of Pokemon cards. They had some binders. All the cards in them were in top loaders, and they were all $2 a piece. And the Pokemon cards they had in there, were between $1.50 and $2.50 when I looked up the value of them. So I wasn't going to pay $2 for them and tax on top of that, and then try to come and list them. I think maybe if I was trying to get the level 4 on TCG Player and just needed to have some cards to list, they would be fine. But I'm going to do a video, as I was talking about earlier, that my most popular video as far as hours watched, over 10% of my hours watched have been on the one video I did where I got from level 1 to level 4 on TCG Player in 21 days. I would say for whatever reason, but I know why that video is performing well. But I want to revisit that topic, and I think the video that I'm going to record tomorrow to be released on Saturday is going to be some variation of revisiting, if I was going to do it again today, what I would do, because I do think that you can be profitable when you're trying to get to level 4. I don't think that you have to. I think there's a lot of people that they're so focused on the number of sales to get to level 4 that they kind of shoot themselves in the foot by listing low value bulk cards. And that's a lose-lose. It's a win in that you're getting your 51 sales to get to level 4, your 51 completed expected delivery date sales on TCG Player. But I think if you have the right cards and you curate a good collection of 51 cards or maybe 100 cards, even at level 1, you can list 50 cards when you first get started. I think that's right, 50, maybe 25, but 50. And I do think that, if you're listing cards that you can offset the shipping so that your prices are competitive without the higher the value of the card, the more opportunity there is to make a profit and to have a healthier margin, because you can eat that $1.31 shipping. And so I want to do a video where I kind of revisit that and coach people through what it would look like to do it with that mentality. I know not everybody maybe has the time to curate a collection like that, but I think I lucked out and stumbled into that opportunity when I bought my first collection, when TJ and I talked randomly on the night that I bought it. But TJ's saying, I think most people try to speed run level 4 so they can start selling bulk. Yeah, and that's very well could be the case. And certainly speed running it, I still think that doing it quickly is valuable. I think that's the goal, right? Is to do it as quickly as possible. And I just, with TJ's help here, coaching me through what to do, And hey, Cardboard Nerd, what's up, brother? Been loving your videos, man. A pack a day. How are you affording that, man? With the prices in California, how are you affording that, man? Opening a pack a day. Crazy guy, crazy guy. Love watching your stuff though, bro. You got good stuff going on. My biggest fear almost happened to me yesterday. Some product that I had warehoused for like a year sold on eBay, but I couldn't find it. It took me like an hour and some real sweat. Oh, dude, what a nightmare. Was it like some sealed product or something you had, like in storage? Oh man, that's no bueno. That's no good. Yeah, I mean, it's challenging enough for me when I feel like earlier I was making sure like I have the first partners and I have multiple copies of each one, and I thought that I misallocated them and I was going to have to message one of my buyers and let them know that I didn't have what they needed. Yeah, it sounds like Mandy, he found it. I couldn't find it. It took me like an hour and some real sweat. By saying that it took an hour, I'm assuming that you were successful at the end of that hour. Tell us more, Cardboard Nerd. We need to hear more about this plight. Yeah, I'll bet it's happened to you, TJ. Yeah, you got that kind of closet behind you or whatever with all your stuff in it. Yeah, I can imagine like as my collection or not collection, but my inventory continues to grow. Yeah, that's the other thing, TJ. You were talking about chaos sorting. Yeah, that's an interesting. I also want to do a video on tcgtracking.com. That website has been just top tier for me lately. What I've been able to accomplish there, and they have where you can scan in your inventory and it chaos sorts it for you as well. But I know that system pretty well because I've been probably the last 200 orders I've done through tcgtracking.com, free tracking software. It's fantastic. Cardboard Nerd says, that's funny. I was really nervous about 365 packs being like $3,000, but I got some good deals on MSRP for Journey Together and some other stuff, so I think I'm good until the next dip and packs. But did you find what you were looking for yesterday when you had an hour of sweating and nervousness? Or you're saying that you had purchased 365 packs? Oh, it was some old Pokemon t-shirts and, funny enough, ETB sleeves. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, just like sleeves from an old ETB. Dude, if you're buying, man, your operation is bigger than I thought when you're talking about 365 packs. Something's up with ETB sleeves. I've had various sets on eBay for years and have never sold one. 2 sold recently, and another one has a ton of views. Maybe more people are trying to get into the game. Yeah, I've actually got. Maybe I need to list mine on eBay. I've got these weren't ETB sleeves, but they came in like one of the Christmas Black Friday. I really like this one a lot. It's got a lot of the different Pokeballs on it. And this one was obviously Journey Together when I opened the Journey Together box. And then I bought a sealed pack of Armorage, however you say this guy. And then Curlet, how do you say those guys? I don't even know. I ask you how to say it, and if you type it in, I'm just going to see the same word, and I'm not going to know how to. Yeah, I mean, these have just been sitting here, like in my drawer ever since I opened these packs, so maybe I need to list these. Oh, you're jogging, gotcha. I need to list these maybe. Because I don't have any plans. I mean, I am playing the game more on Pokemon TCG Live, but I just don't. I'm an introvert, and going to actually sit down with someone to play the game. Like even today when I went to the driving range, the guy next to me wanted to chat for a while. And I'm just kind of like, no, thank you. That was nice. I was polite. I was kind. But I didn't go to the driving range to talk to somebody. He said, sorry, I'm jogging. Yeah, I ended up finding it, but I wasn't sure exactly. I think I sold it and it was returned months ago, so I was really unclear if I had it anymore, but I did find it. That's awesome, dude. Well done. That's a different kind of chaos sorting. That's a different kind of... of chaos sorting right there. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I got this Talon Flame. I need to list this one. I don't need 2 copies of the exact same card, even though I absolutely love this card. I just kind of have one of the copies just sitting here, staring at me. And yeah. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you're a lot more, because out where you are, cardboard, it's 6:34. So you're just kind of doing your after dinner jog at this point. It's almost 9 o'clock, getting close to 9 o'clock here, so I'm already thinking about just chilling, maybe playing a reinstalled World of Warcraft like a week ago. And I'm doing Burning Crusade Classic for those of you that have ever played World of Warcraft. And yeah, really enjoying diving back into that. But yeah, every time at the end of my game session every night, I go to the auction house on World of Warcraft and I list stuff to sell in the auction house. And it always makes me be like, I should be listing cards, not listing virtual items in an auction house in a video game. Yeah, so, yeah, TJ. So let me see. The reason I haven't done a video on tcgtracking.com yet is because I don't want to dox myself. Let me see. Is there anything here that says... Yeah, so I don't think there's anything on here that shows... So over here on the side, you have this live beta of inventory. And the guy that created this, he and I have talked quite a bit, and they have their own Discord server. Actually, you can see it right up here at the top, this Discord server. But yeah, in this inventory, you can, it's not just the syncing to Card Trader and eBay, because those are coming soon. And they also have this purchasing opportunity tab where you can list cards that you're interested in, and you can set a threshold and it'll notify you when that card gets down to that threshold. That's pretty cool. But yeah, there's chaos sorting that's built into their inventory. Let me click on this here real quick and see. I don't think this shows any personal information. But yeah, there's you can add your items here and scan them in, because whenever you list an item in an order, you get to take pictures and attach those to the order. And then my invoices have a QR code at the top that I can give a custom message. And when they scan it, if they have a problem with an order, they can take a picture of it and uploads it to this as well. So I had a buddy of mine test the, saying basically there's a problem in the system just so I could see what it looks like in the system. And so he did. That's why that red number's there, that the assisted pack is an alpha. So it allows, I used to do all that on my phone where I took pictures of the cards as I was packing them and took pictures of the envelopes as I was dropping them in the mail to kind of just be proof that I was doing all the stuff properly. And yeah, long story short, I just made sure that, now that's built into the tcgtracking.com, so it's a ton of fun. But yeah, insurance is through here, tracking is through here. Yeah, the sorting, I haven't quite done it yet, but I saw a video someone posted about how to do all this. But that I don't know, TJ. I'm talking about it like I know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about because I haven't done it yet. But my understanding is that's the way it sorts, is like when you scan a bunch of stuff. But yeah, because TCG, I will say this though. One thing that this has, let me pull this back up here. Let me see if it tells me. Auto price, inventory, bulk, migrate, reassign, bulk remove, bulk set. Okay, right here, yeah, browser. Check this out, TCG Tracking Bridge extension. So this is like a Chrome browser extension, and I haven't done this yet. This is just something that just happened. But it's a Chrome extension to sync your TCG Player seller data for order importing and inventory sync, and download for integrations. And so if you download this bridge extension, it basically links your TCG Player shop with with this. And the cool thing is, let me see if I can. Yeah, so all of my orders now look different than they do on the TCG Player invoice system. Let me see if I can pull one up and hide somebody's information. Let's see, this was the larger few orders. Here's the one that's out for delivery. I think if I go there and do pack slip. Yep. Let's see, how can I hide this person's name? I don't know that I can. This is his address and everything. Let's see, what if I made the window smaller? Okay, here you go. We'll do that. Okay, this is going to be kind of small, and you're going to see some of my background here. But at the top, it kind of has the TCG Player logo, purchased from Flip House Finds. And when you scan this QR code, it has a thank you message from me and allows you to say, hey, if you have any issues, take a picture and hit this button, and it uploads it basically to where there's a challenge and lets me know. But it also has a link. I invite them to come in and be a subscriber to my YouTube channel. So you can customize when they scan that, the message that they receive from you. And so every time I print out an order, I'll get one of my markers and I draw a little arrow to it and write thank you, with an arrow pointing up to it. But yeah, this is just pulling in the PDFs. It looks really, really cool. And then when you print off on your thermal printer, it's got tracking built into it. And so you can look at the data and see if it's been delivered or whatever yet or not. And so like on this particular order, let's see here, batch order. Am I able to do, I may be in the wrong, oh, in the shipments tab, that's where it is. Yeah, I'm trying to remember how I even stumbled upon this site. See, tracking data, tracking. Oh, that's one I just sent today. It hasn't even been scanned in here locally yet. Let's see. Let's check this one out. So yeah, all my stuff, I don't think this shows anything. So this is, I mean, the tracking is built in for free. So you can see here, this one was going to San Francisco. You can see delivery progress 100%, but it got scanned in Eagan, Minnesota first. Then when it arrived in San Francisco, and then this is on the delivery. And so I can track packages, and this is absolutely free as part of it. I mean, for free, no cost, part of the app. And so it's been fantastic just for peace of mind and being able to track stuff, and being, especially the stuff that's like, where they say, for your own safety, anything under between $20 and $50, you should have tracking on. That's a great way to do it. But I want to do a video on it, but I just need to make sure that the things that I'm showing aren't showing my personal information or the other. But it integrates with EasyPost. And so I have a balance over at EasyPost of, say, $50. And so that's where all my postage comes out of. And when you buy postage through TCG tracking, it integrates with an API with EasyPost. And if it's 5 cards or less, I know it's going to be 1 ounce. And so I pay, and it's only 74 cents instead of 78 cents a stamp. It's only 74 cents. And anything that's 2 ounces, it's like $1.03 versus $1.14. So it is doing some cost savings there. But it has the tracking built in, and it also has insurance. For 17 cents, you can insure a package up to a certain dollar amount, and then after that, it's a fraction. So like when I was trying to insure that $35 shipment the other day, I think it cost me like 27 cents to insure it on top of the 74 cents. So pennies on the dollar compared to what you would pay for the same kind of coverage there. So TJ says, yeah, that's cool, man. I've had people recommend it to me before. I just haven't really had stuff go missing. Yeah, and like you asked me on the last live stream, I haven't had a lot go missing either. But I will say I have shipped some things that haven't been $50 in a bubble mailer with tracking, just for my own peace of mind sometimes. I just was really struggling with that. And this gives me the peace of mind to know that not only can I track it to know when it's been delivered, but also I can have it insured for just a few pennies. I can have it insured. So it kind of is the best of both worlds in that way. I say that though, I haven't had to have an insurance claim yet. but it's very much in development. It's something that he's still working on, and for $9.99 a month, you can like be one of the you can like kind of help support the development of it. But very responsive on Discord, fantastic website, highly recommend it, and I wish I'd had it sooner. I think the only negative is it kind of does require a thermal printer. I mean, you could print it off on paper and cut it and put it on the front of the envelopes with tape, but the thermal printer with the 6x4 thermal, labels, and certainly that adds an additional cost, but like it's only like 3 cents per thermal label and you're saving 4 cents on the stamp, so it's kind of break even. So, but just another inventory item. Cardboard Nerd said, I think some people mentioned it in our Discord, have yet to really lean into it. Yeah, I want to do it kind of similar to TJ's video he did a few days ago about the scanning app that he's found. I want to kind of spread the gospel of TCGtracking.com and let people know, especially people. I think that early on, I think that when you first start selling on TCG Player, part of the getting the reps in is just that kind of working through the anxiety of shipping things and knowing that, yes, there might be some people that said that they didn't get the cards or that they got the cards damaged, and that's inevitably going to happen. But at the same time, hey, had another order come through. Wait, is this going to Cranberry Township? Oh no, same first name as the Cranberry Township person. Oh, the Mega Frost last sold. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, TJ, we have a whole thread in Discord. Of course, I don't know that you come to our Discord very often, but the Cranberry Township conspiracy theories, so much fun. We talk about that all the time. Yeah, I had 2 orders from them last week from Cranberry Township. There's another name though. It's the same base name, but then the ship to name. No, the ship to name is always the same. The buyer name is not always the same. So I don't know if it's a pass-through or a bulk operation or what we got going on over there. Don't really know. This is the last song before the music's gonna die, I think. I think it plays all the songs once and then I have to re-engage it. I have it on shuffle though, so I don't know why it doesn't start playing the songs again. Silly technology. But yeah, so my goal over the next 3 days that I have off, besides making sure my daughter has an amazing prom, is to get all these cards conditioned and listed, and then yeah, keep plugging away. And we're getting close to 1,500 orders on TCG Player. Getting close. I think I got it figured out. Oh, tell me more. What do you got figured out? Oh, okay. With the Cranberry Township. Yeah, because I'm sure just because of the number of sales that you're doing, TJ, and the kind of cards that you're selling, you probably have quite the catalog of Cranberry Township deliveries. Yeah, I think one of the names is Chris Arlen. I've gotten another one recently that's a different name, but the same address. So when you started out, like many people, I over-conditioned my cards. Over-conditioned? Under-conditioned? Oh, you said it was lightly played when it was near mint, or you said it was moderately played when it was lightly played? That kind of thing? Let's see, feedback tab. Yeah. When you first started, you were overly cautious. Would sell super minty cards. Yep, makes sense. Go to my inventory here. Sorry, I'm doing something over here on the side while TJ's typing. Let's see, we'll go look at this card. Where to see something. I don't know why in all the different places you look on TCG Player, it never has the same number of sales. Yeah, this is crazy. So like on this page, when I go to my feedback, it shows I have 1,428 sales. That's probably ones that have hit their EDD. But then when you come over here and you see my name, it says I have 1,460 sales. I don't know why those numbers aren't the same. Why it's overhyping me out here in the marketplace, but underhyping me in my... I guess maybe that's related to the feedback. I don't know. TJ goes on to say, ever since I have really relied on TCG Player's guidelines, which are incredibly lenient, my orders from him have slowed down. I think he tests out sellers and sees who sells super nice cards and then sells them on eBay or something. Oh, okay. Yeah, so he's leaning on the good graces of some of us. It's interesting, though. There's many of us that sell on TCG Player in our Discord, and I still think we don't. I don't think we have 100 members of our Discord yet, but somewhere around there. I would say at least half of those that have sold on TCG Player do get the orders from Cranberry Township, and so it's interesting. I thought, because I mean, TJ and I were talking about this before I brought it to the Discord server, because I'd been selling on TCG Player for 9 months or more when I started creating content on YouTube. And so TJ, when we would bump into each other, or we'd text each other and be like, hey, you know, got another order from Cranberry Township. And I just thought maybe it was just an anomaly with TJ and I. But then when I started the Discord and I brought it up, you know, like half a dozen people like, oh, they order from me, they order from me, they order from me. So I don't know. It's some kind of operation going on over there, or it's a pass-through mailbox to go to overseas, like what TCG Player is going to do. Is anybody planning on pivoting into the overseas sales when TCG Player starts supporting that? I don't know that I am. I don't know. Cardboard Nerd says, interesting, maybe they're doing some arbitrage trying to grade cards. Oddly enough, I started hearing some collectors YouTubes complaining about buying on TCG Player, talking about how near mint is usually lightly played, so they don't buy on there anymore. Yeah, that's just some bad people. I mean, that's just bad sellers doing that. I mean, they've given us all a bad name, but I haven't had trouble selling cards. If they're near mint, I list them as near mint. If anything, if I'm going to list them as lightly played, I still think they're near mint. So no one's going to have that problem for me, for sure. PokePastor says, my hunch would be that the flip house community are on the higher end of card conditioners. People are pretty rough with conditioning for the most part. Yeah, I agree. I mean, people are trying to get the most for it, but the cost to your reputation and your customer service feedback, I'm just not willing to take that chance. If somebody wants to take that chance and try to push garbage out there, those guys that are at the lowest prices that have 12 sales and selling for $1 lower than the next lowest price, like, that's great, but I'm not buying from them. I'm buying from a Gold Star seller. I might buy from the lowest Gold Star seller, but I'm not going to buy from somebody that doesn't even have 100 sales yet. TJ says, my hunch would be that the flip house... Oh, you said that already. I said that already. Cardboard said, I think a lot of new sellers give TCG sellers a bad rap. I try to watch a couple channels to get a sense of the market and the buyer and the seller side. Yeah. I like them. I ship all of their stuff in plain white envelopes, no matter the price. Yeah, agreed. And for me, it's the shipping shield that gives me peace of mind when I do that, and then the TCG tracking to make sure it gets there okay. Man, I had this great interaction with this gal. It was like a 33 card order. I split it up into 2 plain white envelopes. She got the first one. I have no idea. TCG tracking, it's insane. The expected delivery date is the 23rd of this month, so 7 days from now. And it got from here to California in 3 days. And she opened them up. She was super positive. She said, hey, thanks so much for shipping these out so fast. Everything was great. There was one card that was damaged, and I haven't received package number 2 yet, but I said, well, hey, let's wait till you get package number 2. If there's another card damaged, I can refund them both at the same time. And sorry, I didn't know if somebody in my family needed to get down here. And she was just super gracious and not upset at all. She's like, hey, this one came was a little was damaged. And so I'm waiting to hear back from her if the second one showed up. But it showed up in like 3 days. It was insane. I must have just hit the last plane out of the Twin Cities to get to California or something. I just think most collectors just have an issue with TCG Players Guidelines. Yeah, it's super simple though. I mean, when you explained it to me, TJ, it just made tons of sense. According to TCG Player, 8% of the edge of a near mint card can have whitening on it. Yep, agreed. Cardboard Nerd says, oh my gosh, don't get me started. I saw some absurdly low prices on One Piece on eBay the other day. All the sellers had 0 sales, 0 feedback. Yeah, hard pass on those for me. I saw some absurdly low prices on One Piece. All the sellers. Oh yeah. Oh, that come through twice? That's weird. Yeah, good night, Mandy. Yeah, I'm about to wrap up here, guys. Thank you so much, guys. It's been a lively conversation. We've had, 5 or 6 people in here at all times throughout the night. So thank you for that. TJ, thanks for hanging out and spreading your knowledge to this community as well. The challenge I feel at TCG Player is trying to build a brand. I feel without images like eBay, it's too easy to be forgettable. It's not easy to shop from the same seller. That's true. They're trying to make it a little bit easier, but TJ made this point several months ago in one of his videos that the pro seller site isn't for everyone. And I know I'm certainly leaving some pennies on the table, some dollars on the table in the long term, because I certainly don't have as robust a community as TJ does here. But I think for ease of selling to those that are regular customers for me, and with that QR code that I have built into my invoices now, people being able to find me really easily through there, and having a growing YouTube community, I think it's worth the little bit of money that I'm leaving on the table. I mean, I would certainly spend 1% advertising if it got me the kind of business and growth on YouTube that it is now. And so I think it's a reasonable expense, especially since I've changed my philosophy now where I'm not selling anything sub $1 anymore, unless I just happen to pick up a lot that has a few of those in it. I'm not doing the bulk game. I'm doing stuff that's, higher quality than that or higher value than that. And so that certainly helps as well. But yeah, I don't think everybody should have a pro seller site, but for the right people, I think it's a great tool. But I know in Cardboard, you're trying to start your own website, like your own website, like where it's going to be like cardboardnerd.com or whatever. And certainly love to hype that up for you as well when you get it going here. I know you're building your YouTube community as well. Man, you've got a couple hundred videos on your channel, and I think your subscribers have been growing. You've been getting a few subscribers every day or every week. So yeah, I'm cheering you on, man. I know Inept is working, creating content, and that's been fun to watch. I know Mandy's posted a few things here and there. But yeah, you guys are all doing great work, and I think we're all doing a great job of really encouraging the community and being positive influences out there. It's just so frustrating when I watch some of the content that's on Instagram or on YouTube that, people have more of a negative slant, trying to catch people doing bad stuff, I think it does take our community to police our own community to make it like legit and authentic to some degree. But man, I want to be about positivity and encouragement and love. And yeah, I think that all of us, if we can continue to grow, and that rising tide raises all the boats, and I want to be a part of that kind of thing. So yeah, man. Yeah, you're definitely Cardboard. You're being more consistent for sure with your videos. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were on here, like having a space set up and having a rhythm. I know you record some of your videos in your car, like whatever makes sense. If you can like habit stack where you can, hey, on my commute to work, I know I'm going to be stuck in traffic for a while. I'm going to just hit record on a video and just talk to the camera. I think your authenticity and yeah, just in showing your enjoyment of the hobby. It would have been fun to see a video if you set up your camera of you rummaging through your storage trying to find that Pokemon t-shirt and then like speeding it up, and putting some fun music to it or something like that to be like, hey, Get Ready With Me Pokemon Edition / looking for inventory I forgot that I had or forgot where I put. That would be a fun video to watch. Cardboard says that's exactly what the world needs right now. More positivity. We're all blessed to see the sunrise every day. Absolutely, my guy. Absolutely. Yeah, today just being outside, hitting some golf balls, meandering through a trading card shop, you know, eating dinner with my wife at the table, out on the deck. Yeah, life is good. I mean, the world around us, the politics, everything else going on in the world is absolutely insane, but man, let's just, we're just all fans of shiny cardboard. I mean, we're cutting down trees, making cardboard, you know, cardboard, putting dragons on it and selling it, and it's a ton of fun. And I hope that we can all enjoy it. Man, this is the longest live stream I've done so far. So, yeah. You know, I also thought about, I'm curious if anybody would watch it. I thought about like setting up my camera too here and taking my face. How do I point to my face from here? It is, nope, opposite direction. I can't bend my finger that way. Right there, my face. Making my face go away, and obviously this cup to go away, and just having like a lo-fi playlist. And all it is just me sorting, conditioning, sleeving, top, you know, and it'll be like an hour and a half of just lo-fi music with me processing cards that, like, when somebody wanted just to have some chill music to do the same thing to, they could just like put it up on their screen and just kind of listen to lo-fi music and chill or something. I don't know if anybody would enjoy that or not, but it wouldn't be me talking at all. It would just be this view right here, just me doing stuff. I don't know if that would resonate with anybody or not, but I thought about doing that when I process all these guys here. So it would take a little bit of hard drive space to do that and get it going, but could be fun. Could be fun. All right, my friends, I think I have rambled enough. My voice, my throat feels weary. But thank you for being here tonight. I feel like we covered a gambit of things, a plethora of things. And so thanks for being a part of the conversation. Thank you guys for being here. What does this button do? Sorry, this is a button I didn't see. Oh, I can set goals for super chats, timers, share how you'll celebrate. Interesting. I may have to look at that for next time. We didn't have anybody use the super chat, which is fine. It's a brand new feature. I don't know what it means. I think it just means you donate money and your conversation stands out. But since there's so few people in here right now, you all stand out, and I appreciate that. So thanks for being part of the core audience, the core group of this whole thing. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for me. Thanks so much for being here tonight. We'll do it again next Thursday. And my name is Alan, and this is Flip House Finds. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, everybody. Much love. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.